Hello, how are you guys doing tonight? Well, today, since we're waiting, since I'm waiting on getting the prints or the copies here, the physical ones, and I'm putting money away for the website currently to get everything together and my P.O. box and all that other good stuff. Well, anyways, since we're waiting, I'll be doing some gouache painting with like some concept work and stuff. This is what I do, for the cover art and stuff like that. So I hand paint them and I'll touch them up digitally if I need to. So but other than that, I really don't really touch them up digitally, but I put them on there and scan them in and stuff and brighten it up if I need to. So yeah, kind of. So yeah, so today I'll be just doing some little bit of concept work, just like I'll be painting this picture today. So what's new with you guys? I think I'll kind of start with the darker colors. Yeah, let's do that. Just a little bit. Let's do a little test. Yeah. That's sometimes it's kind of best to wet the paper first. Let's see, this is an ink pen drawing I did. Probably best that I did wet it first just to get it going. So, what are you guys doing for the holidays, for the Christmas time? Like, are you getting everything that you want? Yeah, it's like I don't know. I find this stuff pretty relaxing as well as drawing. It's like kind of like drawing with paint, but also like make sure your colors are on point. That's why I think I don't know, would probably have a hard time streaming and drawing because I would have to look over at the screen, every here and there. I mean, there's a balance to that, I'm sure. I'm just kind of like getting lost into the drawing or painting. It's really blotchy. So what I'll do, I'm gonna wet it first. Yeah, let's try to lay it on kind of thick. Yeah, the water helps the paint act as a vehicle. It just helps it glide better. You want to use the tips of the brush, not the sides of it. It's like let the tools do the work. You know. I should probably go back over this. Lay the paint a bit thicker on her dress. But yeah, I like to have like painted concept work and ballpoint pen drawing type of work as well. A mix of mediums. You know what? Let's get a wider brush. Cover more ground that way. You know, I've learned is you just have to do what you have to do and work at your own pace. But if you're running a business or whatever and you need to get stuff done, that's a little dark. I'll work with it. Where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? Well, anyways, like, yeah. Just learn to work at your own pace kind of deal. So I get lost in my train of thought, like, when I'm drawing, painting, or doing this stuff. I need to find a balance in it. So, like, but it's good to have, you know, standards. You're running a business, company, whatever. I mean, you can create whatever you want, but just remember that there are standards if you want to compete with like companies and stuff, especially doing this indie stuff. Like, I was thinking, like, should I really be doing Kickstarter and all that stuff? Because I can, you know, like, have this stuff on the store, you know, books on the store, and just let you guys know, like, when the books come out on YouTube, you know, like, just maybe Kickstarter, you know, or Indiegogo, you just cover more, you can cover more ground with, you know, being seen, I guess. But I see why not try with, you know, like, how come, you know, like, why don't we just, if I just let you guys know on, you know, on YouTube, like, hey, new book's out, you know, wouldn't it just be just as effective? But this is something, you know, I'd like to try out and see. Because, I mean, if that's the case, then I can just release stuff on the website and let you guys know ahead of time when stuff is coming out and when it'll be out on the website available. What do you think? I don't know, I've been thinking about it for some time. Something to think about. Because if it's effective, this way, if I can, if it's still effective, and I know I'll get my books done. That's the thing. I don't want you guys like waiting forever for the second book and third book and all and so forth. I mean, I'm working and stuff, and I can fund the books myself, and then just let you guys know. I do want to get to a point where I'm not working 9 to 5 anymore, and I can just, do manga and create 24/7. I mean, everybody would love to do that. Just my thought, you know. Because, I mean, you can still get the mailing list and all that stuff through the website and, let you guys know ahead, like, hey. So, yeah. Just a thought. Yeah, these uh, painting is pretty fun. You just gotta let loose and get comfortable with yours, At some point, you keep practicing, you'll get comfortable, just be loose and not be so, uptight. Learn to relax a bit. You'll be able to learn to relax a bit. But on some real stuff, I really want to, show my audience and my customers and current fans and stuff, like, this is what I do. But yes, keep practicing, keep drawing, If I were to do tutorials, I was thinking maybe I should just do Patreon if I'm gonna do tutorials, like little tutorials on some real stuff. Like, I just really just want to show you guys my experience and my progress in my journey through, making my manga and stuff. It's just like each video is like a journal entry through, through making this kind of stuff. I never really thought about, like, I don't know, like, I just never really thought about, like, like doing tutorials and stuff. And I know I've mentioned in my, um, previous videos, it's like, yeah, I'll give, little suggestions and stuff, but other than that, I just yeah, I just don't want to really do tutorials. It's nothing, if you do have a question, you can ask. I'm not going to bite and be like, oh, no, don't fucking ask me nothing. You can ask. So, yeah. So, anything special you guys are doing for the holidays? I know this is not a live chat, but I just kind of like have to talk out loud. Unless you guys want me to shut up. But you know what? I'll talk whenever I want, I guess. Yeah. Always find art as like a escape and stuff, But also, be serious about. I'm serious when it comes down to drawing and working and stuff. I get my hours in. Even when I'm creating my manga, I put in my hours. I can't speak for everyone else, but I know what I can do. And that's how you should think too. You have to be able to do what you can and don't worry about what others are doing. Or it will kind of like kind of zap the joy out of why you're doing this, So you got to question yourself, like, why do you create manga or comics or create anything in general? Like, why do you do anything? Like, why do you do what you do? What what makes you, or what gravitates you? What makes you gravitate to that thing? We're only here for so long, and it's like, well, what can you do? What are you going to do with your time? What are you going to put in? What are you going to do with your time since you're here? You're going to make garbage stories and, like, are you going to do stuff that's meaningful? Something, that you're leaving behind, it's like, depends on, I guess, how you take life. mean, I have fun with life too. I'm serious with my work, but I can enjoy the finer things and have a laugh, not take things too serious. But when it comes to my craft and writing stuff, I try, I want to take my craft very serious and have that professional touch to anything I do. And I encourage you guys the same. Don't put slop out there. Put your best. Put your best out there. Look what's out there. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just, I always think, you got one life. You have many days to live. You die once, and you have many days that you're alive, and always try to do your best and be the best that you can. Be the best. Be the best human being that you can be. Because at the end of the day, you're alone with your thoughts, and it's just you. Everyone, they'll go about their life, and another day goes on. So, yeah. So, yeah. So try to be, not try, just be yourself, but be the better version of yourself, or be the best version of yourself that you can be. I'm not trying to sound like a fortune cookie or anything like that, or but it's just one of those things that kind of holds true. It's like one of those things like, do you really want to get up every morning and feel angry? I mean, you could be angry about when things aren't right and you want to make some changes. If you want to make some changes, do something about it, of course. And also remember, you don't need everyone's validation, but when you're doing this, work like this and stuff, but you do, I mean, if you want to do, keep up with the industry or keep up with certain things, you've got to keep on the professional level. I guess you have to have standards. Like even with this company, I want standards. Like right now, I want to lay the foundation for this and see where it goes. But for now, this is what I can handle and what I can do. If I can have other artists under my belt, then I can so be it. But right now, I just don't have the means to do it. So what I can do in the meantime is what I can handle is by doing my manga and finish the art and get volumes out of here. So that's where I'm at. You don't have to agree with me, but that's just how I am. That's how I work. And another thing, discipline yourself. Put in your time when you're drawing and stuff. But you have to discipline yourself. I don't care if it's an hour or 2 hours, but discipline yourself to take some time to say, all right, I'm going to write or I'm going to draw. I'm going to do something. Add some value to my life. Pick up a book. Pick up a book. Learn something. There's nothing wrong with learning and expanding your mind. You know, it's good to do that. Be yourself. Be yourself. And I know I'll stress it again, but be the better version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. It's coming out pretty good. And another thing, like, don't worry about what other people do or what they're doing. you can only control what's in front of you. Because don't let competition rob you from your joy. It's going to be there, humans compete. So we do that. But at the same time, you don't want to lose your sense of peace in who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, if people don't want you in the club, I'm like, all right, I'll do my own thing. I'll just walk off, and I will always do my own thing. It's no knock against anyone. It's one of those things. Like, if you're not invited to a party, you don't have to stick around. You can just say, okay. But either way, I have to keep moving forward. Get this work done. Get it out there. Not too much. It's okay. It's all good. Not too much. That's alright. Let's transfer some of the paint over. And another thing, you can't always, satisfy everyone. You can't. You just can't. So, not everyone's going to like you. And sometimes you just have to deal with it and just say, and move on. It's okay. It's like, as long as I can do my art, I'm happy with that, But also, like, getting it out to people, showing it, and that's another thing. I do like, sharing my art, you know. That's the one thing I'm not gonna hold back. Say, all right, well, let me stop doing this, and no, this is what I do. Like even doing these videos and stuff, you know, like and sharing it with you guys and sharing this journey, this experience, you know, it's like it's you know, it's I find awesome, you know, like I can share my experience. But yes, learn to be yourself. You are you. You are your thoughts at the end, and at the end of the day, and you are responsible for your actions and what you do with your time. And don't give a fuck what people think about you. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's like one of those things. Just get it done. Be yourself. Yeah, like when I'm like, like I'm too busy focus on, creating worlds and character development, like character growth and all that stuff. Like that's why I find building the world and the people in it and the scenarios and stuff is highly important for the end result. You know. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Drawing on these index cards, it's pretty awesome. Holds the colors pretty well too. Yeah. I guess so far it looks like she had one. Ooh. Always have like a space heater around, or you can use a heat gun. Kind of help speed up this process and the drying time. Let's see. Like that. So that's, try to work fast but controlled. But since this is like concept work and stuff, I, just kind of just moving along. I'll let this dry and I'll hit it with a pen and stuff to really bring out everything. It's a little too dark. I don't want to go that dark for the frills on the dress, the underdress. Now what I'll do, I'll This is a water in a bottle. That's that sound, if you're wondering. You know what? Let's get a little hint color on the lips. And I hope you guys find joy in your work, you know, like in your craft, and work towards to become the better version of yourself and work on your art, you know, like work on getting it better. Five more minutes and I'm gonna stop this recording. I'm just gonna do the final like little touches. That's what I do. Right now I have this, my drawing over the little heat lamp. Alright, should be good enough. I really like doing this part too, like If need be, I can go back over and hit it again with some paint. You know. So yeah, if I'm not on social media, I'm like working on the manga and working on new ideas as well. So I'm always doing something. You know, I'm not abandoning you guys or anything. It's just working. So yeah. But find some, find joy in your work, find joy in your art. You know, live by your own means and what you can do. Handle what you can do that's in front of you. You only can be yourself and make things happen the way that you can, the best way that you know who you are, so you have to work around that or work against it, and don't be comfortable. Being comfortable will be your downfall. Getting comfortable becomes your downfall. But you can always take breaks too. All right, people. I will have to get going and finish this off camera. Running out of time. So, in the meantime, you guys have an awesome night. And thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my channel. So, you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys soon. And I'll keep you guys updated. Catch you guys later.